Alright, what's up guys? Back with another video. We're gonna do a reaction here to the new DLC for Elden Ring, Shadow of the Erdtree. I saw a story the other day that FromSoft had just purchased the rights from Bandai Namco, so FromSoft completely owns Elden Ring now, and that may have something to do with why it's been such a long time in between them releasing the upcoming DLC or expansion for Elden Ring. Just maybe they were hammering out all those details before they released it so that they can, fully profit from it. Um, First off, if you don't mind hitting that subscribe button, really appreciate it. Helps me out. We just hit 1,000 subs recently, and now we're gonna go for 2,000. So let's go ahead and check out this trailer, and I'll give you guys my thoughts and my reaction to it.
Peggy 16.
So I'm a huge Dark Souls, Demon Souls, Elden Ring, FromSoft fan.
Pure and radiant, he wields love to shrive clean the hearts of men. There is nothing more terrifying.
It's kind of different from most of FromSoft's trailers. Usually they're less action, more sort of like enigmatic, dark, foreboding.
In that forsaken place, blood must spill. Blood of your fellows. The Erdtree faithful.
They were never saints. They just happened to be.
It'd be pretty sweet if that was like, I think his name's Alexander, the big jar guy that you're constantly running into. I have a feeling like this creature boss thing is going to be very annoying to fight. Just going to be hard to predict his moves.
Mother, wouldst thou truly lordship sanction in one so bereft of
I'm
life?
assuming this is like the big bad of the expansion. Okay, so are we getting like kung fu? That looked like some like fist and I can't tell who the player and who the monster is in that clip there. That looks like we're getting like a roar, or like a shout.
Those stripped of
That's pretty gross.
shadow meet death in the embrace of restless flame.
Come now, touch the withered arm and travel to the realm of shadow. I will not be
That's
far
pretty
behind.
cool.
May we meet again.
Alright. So it looks like the game. Okay, so it's coming out June 21st. That's actually a lot sooner than I was expecting. Here's like, I guess your collector's edition items. Not really something I probably would buy, but personally myself, I mean the game looks like it's gonna get some life back into it. I don't think looks like that dude, well, I can't tell if he's missing a finger on his right hand or if it's just out of sight. But that would be an interesting design choice, just to not give him a finger. If they did, I would assume there's like some story element behind that. I almost want to go back and check when they're like fighting him. Oh, what happened?
Peggy 16.
And travel to the realm of shadow. I will not be far behind. May we meet again.
Nah, it looked like he had all his fingers. So that would have been cool if he was like missing a finger and that was like some story element to the game. But anyways, game looks good. It's gonna breathe some new life back into Elden Ring, and there's just a lot of good games coming out back to back to back to back. After really just a long time of gaming industry just not really releasing anything that, for at least for me personally, was something that I was interested in. It was just basically like the insert random game latest version that comes out every year as a cash grab. Like you've got your sports games, your Call of Duties, your Modern Warfares, etc., where they just re-release the same game basically every year and charge you $70 for it. Um, I'm not interested in that, but I mean, in the next few months, like we just had Helldivers 2 come out, which I was a huge fan of Arrowhead. I mean, it was probably like 10 plus years ago when they came out with Magicka, the original Helldivers. They had like Magicka Vietnam. I mean, just some great, like, fun games to play with your friends. We had a blast with those. So we got Helldivers 2. We've got, I mean, I don't know if I'll, like, Final Fantasy, I beat it a long time ago. I tried to play the remake, but it just, the combat system, I didn't really get into it. But I mean, you've got the next Final Fantasy remake coming out, which, you know, I am a little curious to play it just because the graphics are so good, and seeing the characters and the story. And I guess there's some slight differences in the story now. You know, it has me kind of interested. I just couldn't really get into the combat, and then at the same time knowing that I wouldn't be able to finish the story for several years to come. I may go back and revisit the first one and beat it and then play the second one. You've also got Dragon's Dogma 2 coming out, which I played a little bit of the first one. I bought it a couple years ago. I may go back and finish that before the game comes out. The biggest drawback I have is I just don't really have enough time to play all the games that I want to. So you've got Elden Ring coming out. We've got Last Epoch that just released. You've got Path of Exile 2 coming out. I may be forgetting some other games that I was excited about, but those are the main ones that, you know, I've been really looking forward to or that I've been playing. And so it feels like maybe we're, you know, re-entering another golden age of gaming where just after a long time of just like garbage after garbage after garbage, you know, it seems like after Baldur's Gate 3 came out, maybe that just had some, you know, a lot of influence on the gaming industry where they're like, hey, we better go back and revisit our formula of just releasing crap all the time and slapping a, you know, a high price tag on it and people buying it because there's just nothing else. So I mean, I think people are finally starting to wake up to the fact that like the quote unquote AAA game studios are just, you know, stealing money from you essentially by re-releasing the same game every year. I would much rather play a game like Helldivers 2, even if it has some like monetization in it. I mean, I haven't spent anything. But if you play the original one, I mean, for like $1 or $2, you could get some of the other stratagems unlocked. It was just like DLC basically. Same thing in I think there was some similar stuff like that in Magicka, but I don't really remember. I mean, it's like $1 or $2 per thing. You could catch it on sale and, you know, get it all for next to nothing basically. But to me, like, I would rather do that and support a fun, you know, awesome game than just buy the same thing from like Activision Blizzard year after year after year. Or I don't even know what they're called now, like Microsoft Activision Blizzard. But anyways, thanks for tuning into the video, guys. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Please hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And remember to give them the D.